take number 6 for today. Okay, back again. See how long this actually lasts. I'm just laughing at myself. Like, oh, I recognize the number. And I'm like, oh damn, wrong number to recognize. Just my luck. Okay. Oh, there's a little screw. I'm actually thinking about putting on the new hubs, because I do have that one hub that the bolt I broke off a year ago is still in there, but the narrower hubs, but I don't necessarily need more rear bite. That's the problem with the weight loss I want to put on, is I actually want more front bite, and I don't have anything really heavy other than this on the rear, the aluminum D-plate, and it's kind of a durability thing to take it off. I'm almost afraid, but I saw a little bit more dust here. Oh, there it is. So, put in these bearings, and then start working on getting the axles. Then actually, I still got to clean out my chassis. My chassis still got carpet fuzz, and yeah, double-sided tape stuck to it pretty decently. So, all right. So I don't need that. Okay. What drive shaft set up to run? I don't need the aluminum pins for that. Where's the... Oh, okay, they're all here. That's garbage. Now, do I want to run these titanium dog bones? They're 66 mil. I know they'll work with my current hub setup. Or I got the Pucks 67s. But those... I don't have the inserts in my hubs like everybody tells me about. So, but I do need a piece out of here to do this set. Nice. I'm just like sitting there going, what do I do? I think I'll just take the pieces I need out of the 67s. That's kind of where I'm kind of leaning towards. I don't need the actual dog bones. Oh, those are light. Let's see this. If I'm saving weight, maybe I should look at both. The Exotech Titanium. I'm going to weigh these. I don't think there's any difference. This is interesting. I know the one's bigger, but we'll see. So, on the scale, the aluminums weigh 2.2 grams. Titaniums, 2.3. Actually, for the savings and the potential of having to take this apart, I'll just save these for later. Alright. So that's that. So I need the titanium ones. There's the screws for that. Oh, I need the little piece out of here. I'll put them together. Oh, come on. There's that. That I might need. Anybody want an MIP sticker? If you notice, I only promote the shop and myself on my body, so I don't usually put other stickers. Sometimes associated, because it tells what car. But I'll put this one pile for garbage, one pile to give to somebody. Don't know who yet. These out. Oh, need the little screw. Gonna probably need the Loctite here too. That goes in the garbage pile. Let's take out these screws too, because they might be, they don't look different, but they might be different. So these are the Exotech. Come on, baby. Don't know why I keep saying come on, baby. Come on, baby, light my fire. I'm going to need those. And, oh, those I can actually put in on the dog bone. Good thing I got 2 sets of these. These are the little Exotech pins. I heard MIP now makes them too. I didn't see them when I started thinking about doing this build, but basically these little pins are so then you can use the puck system with the standard outdrives of your gear diff or ball diff, which is a godsend. So Well, let's just see what happens here. I'm not 100% sure how these go in. I may have to actually research this, because they slide in quite easily. I should actually ask the guy that did this. Let's see what the MIPs, do they slide in the same way? Because these were made for the MIP, but I thought, I have no idea. Do they have a little ring? Why has it got a notch there? I am a little bit confused that I may not be able to do this. This will suck. This will also mean that I need to buy a few more pieces to do this whole complete build. But we will see what happens. Okay, this is where I'm going to have to start Loctiting. And just a little dab, because it is only a 1.5 millimeter wrench head. So that is going to make it somewhat ugly. But if not, we got some stock 65 millimeter drive shafts in stock. I guess I could go to that. I didn't really want to, but I could. Oh, putting it through that hole, a little pin. Oh, my Loctite came off. Oh, so it'll be in there. That's gonna suck. And there we go, putting on the, I call it the little nubbin on the drive shafts. They used to all come as one piece, but now they're called bi-metal. Not 100% sure why they renamed it, but get these tight. It's kind of hard to tighten them with that. There. Okay. Number 2. Just not 100% sure how that Exotech thing works. How does it hold it in the dip? I'm kind of freaked out now that I'm going to have to buy another $33 set of dog bones. I kind of spent that on these. But we will see. I actually thought they pressed in or something, but I was wrong. Alright, get the second one. Then I literally have to take the stub axle off my original dog bones. Put that onto here, because if I had to buy new dog bones, I just had to buy a new dog. Ooh. Yeah. Just kind of worried that's going to come loose. Alright, so original dog bones. Literally, I just need the pin and barrel out of here. And this is easy because... why? Associated just presses in the pin. Actually need my smaller Allen key to poke it out. Ooh, this is something I haven't... I just keep on re-greasing these. I never... I can feel the grease coming out. Ugh. They're definitely grungy. Oh, I'm laughing at myself for lack of maintenance right now. They're so smooth until you go to pull them apart. Alright, so literally all you have to do, there's a little pin in here. You just have to press it out on the B6. It slowly pops out. If you can grab it, because I have no fingernails. Yeah, trying to show it on camera always becomes impressive. But you pull out the pin. You got needle nose pliers. Definitely would work better. So pin out. Drive shaft comes out like that. I just need the stub axle and the little barrel that's in it. That's good to go. Yeah, I'm still wondering how these dog bones actually work with that pin. That has got me a little bit concerned. Okay, I definitely have to clean these things out. Yeah. Where's my gloves? Actually, here we go. I'm only going to put a glove on one. 2 fingers in one hole. Ah. Alright. Put these in here. Put the pin in here. And away we go. Looking like I'm going to have to use a toothbrush here. See, I've got some grunginess in them. Literally just cleaning out the barrel. Or actually the stub axle. That looks pretty decent. Whoa! Brian told me if you're going to do YouTube videos, make sure you wear gloves where appropriate. So I'm trying not to do too much stuff that somebody will copy me. I'll definitely try. Okay, there's second dry axle done. Definitely can see my grease in here. Alright, I heard somebody pull up, which could be good or bad. Could be somebody just come by to check out the track new layout. Or it could be the couple boxes I'm missing. Got lots of orders of tires. Got $1,600 worth of tires coming in for this race. Probably going to have a tire sale. So maybe the promo would be like, okay, keep watching to the end. Because I'm planning, if my car is done, to have this video up tonight. Okay. Now I'll put these barrels in here. Do I want to grease some or just use my light oil? Stock, I'm going to be using light oil. Just find it better.
Boy, I jumped down, vacuum and scrub, but holy shit.
Okay, I'm back. Didn't quite figure out, I also checked out how to install these puck pins. I'm probably going to end up having to come back to it. So after this, I'm probably going to be working on my front end. Just because I looked up and they're like a little less maintenance, use anti-wear grease. Yeah, understandable. But how to install them, I quite don't know. I've also decided what I'm going to use for grease in my dog bones. So we're going to get that done. Alright, so I'm going to basically put the other dog bone together. Once I get it, I got some PFTE lube I sometimes use in stock. I thought I left it somewhere. So I'm going to get that lubed up on here. And possibly also some grease. So it's just basically the puck pins that are really becoming a problem. Alright. So basically I use PFTE stuff, and I can actually lubricate, let it sit. Sometimes I'll add grease over top, but I really just don't want the wear, and I want it to be smooth. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. I'm actually going to put these off to the side.
There. What's up? You got walked in for a reason.
Yeah. Alright, so actually, the person that came in showed me how to use the puck pins, because he just upgraded to them, so that makes me happy. Put all the stuff I don't need in there, slowly trying to get rid of stuff. So now, basically, I can install my dog bones. Just going to use, like I said, that PFT lubricant. If I run mod, I usually run grease. The grease I normally like, sadly, for most stuff, is actually originally made by Avid for shock bushings, and it actually works really quite well. And now I just dropped another puck pin. Okay, mental note, keep the puck pins out until you actually install the dip. So now I'm basically at the point where I can install my dip in the chassis, but the chassis is still dirty. So I'm just going to put this all off to the side. Put it right beside the camera there. Alright. I think I'm going to clean the chassis now. Alright. Again, Johnny Cash. Don't know I'm Canadian, but that's Johnny Cash. So you can see my chassis inside. It's got a lot of carpet filaments and stuff. I may have to use, I use 3M adhesive remover sometimes. I'll probably be off camera doing this. So I'm just going to keep a total time of it, but same stuff I normally use. Sometimes I'll try using electronics cleaner or motor spray to get this off. I might have to just go blow it, clean this off, blow it out, and it's pretty much ready to go. Everything else on this chassis is good. There's no crackage. I've seen people crack the whole front end off their chassis. The rear end looks fine. You can see a couple of Dremel marks I had to get out bolts in the past. So really, I'm going to take this out, get it cleaned, and I'll be right back. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Take 7. I don't know what number it is. So I got my chassis pretty much all cleaned out. All the carpet fuzz, all the extra double-sided tape. Yeah, so I'm basically now ready. Let's move the camera this way a little bit. Basically now ready to start putting the rear end together. I did get a new piece of blue shop tile. The other one's getting kind of grungy to lay the chassis on. And I actually found something else sticky. Alright, so I didn't clean that part off, but just a piece of tape that I used to hold down my sensor cable. So right now, I can start by literally putting the rear arms back on this car. Alright, let's get that all forward. Okay, and then I need a rear sway bar setup. Ooh, I didn't clean that off. I should take that out to blow it off. Use the Exotech rear sway bar mount. Makes it so much easier. The new B6.1 setup just, it takes this Exotech thing and makes it ill and void. But yeah, basically just brushing this off with a brush, cleaning it up. Make sure the actual sway bar goes free. I do know that the new B6.1, you can buy just the hardware. Mine is okay. It's a little, the one side's a little bindy, but I've taken it apart many times to clean it. But yeah, so basically I get my rear sway bar mount figured out and on. And the only reason why I run the rear sway bar is I need more front bite. I've got to the point, but the one jump we are taking off the track has actually been my nemesis for rear bite for the longest time. We're not using our wall ride. So, I think I might have said that already. The wall ride is not being used in this layout. And that wall ride, every once in a while, would just literally take me and make me tractional. And that's the only thing I would suggest why I needed a sway bar for. So, literally just have to find my screws for those two. Holds this whole mount system on. Then I can actually put my dip in. And as soon as I get my dip in, we have the back end of the car almost complete. I'll finish up doing the back end of the car and we'll literally go from there. So, actually not going to use my power screwdriver here because I do use a few stainless bits on my rear end of my car just to make it a little bit lighter so I don't have as much rear bite. So I like to control tightening these suckers up. Just makes it easier. And I get stuff falling apart because it's nicely cleaned. Alright. Second rear screw. Get them started, tighten down. Get the dip in, get the axles on. And then we should be off and running. Kind of. Still got to clean out my motor on the rear side. I've got to find out, I actually really want to find out the weight of this car once all this is done. Find out if I have to add weight, if I have to subtract weight. I'm hoping I have to add weight. That would make me happy. I just noticed my sway bar wasn't perfectly up and down. A little holder. There it goes. Alright, so that's in. So now, axles and diff. Bearing, the pillow goes on this side. Axle. Diff. Ooh, I gotta put on the waterfall brace. Try to do this all at once. Clean up where the pivot point is. Just doing a light cleanup of the car. Got some cleaner on here. Take it off. Take off all the excess in case there's no grease. Alright, put this on. I said I'm kind of starting to rush to get this done, and then I drop stuff. Even better when you drop stuff. Calm. I'm really trying to see how much time it takes me to do a rebuild. Customers come in all the time going, how much to rebuild? Anything from a crawler, 4x4 slash, to another race car. And I'm trying to just give a time, because sadly we've been probably over-promising and under-delivering our times, what it takes to actually do a lot of these rebuilds and such, and we're actually trying to get away from that, and so together we are kind of working together at it. So I'm just, and I could probably add 10% because sadly I'm on camera. Now, depending on, you know, when you're doing a customer's car, depends what's actually wrong. I mean, I pretty much know this car inside and out. I already knew what was potentially damaged. But we're doing the race. I'm going to try to do an update of how my day went, because it all depends. But like I said, I'm just running stock Buggy. It should be pretty decent. Or pro stock, sorry. Should be pretty decent. Should be pretty fun. I just hope to have fun. See, these drive shafts, they're a little bit longer, and the plunge seems okay. I maybe could go to the 60. I don't think I can go to 67s. I won't lie. Alright, I get it right now. Get the pin, the puck pin. Ooh, I gotta put a little bit of grease on those too. That's gonna make it interesting. Actually, I was gonna put on some grease. I was thinking of using something lighter, but I really don't want them to wear out in one weekend. I got extras, but alright. I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on my finger and literally put a little bit on the pucks. Stop from where? I know I didn't put it on the barrel, but these get used right at your out drive, so they're going to get hit pretty hard with the hardened steel. I don't know, the steel out drives with these titanium pucks. Good thing it's replaceable. That's why I bought two packs, I think? Yeah, 2. They say anti-wear grease, but the only anti-wear grease I have is from a Tamiya, and I have no idea where it's at. It's actually called anti-wear grease. Yeah, I just wiped myself on my shirt. Oh, good. That was caught on camera. Chris wiping the grease off on his own shirt. Yippee. Alright, get the excess off on my fingers, and find my 2 mil, put in my ball stud, so that, gotta put on the sway bar first, or at least roll it over, get it ready, put on my rear camber link, and my inner rear camber link, tighten her down, don't run any spacers here, so it's all good. Still got the stuff. Oh, no, I got some titanium balls on here. I do like titanium. All my tie rods for the rear, my two rear camber links are titanium, and my front steering are titanium. Did have a problem with the B6 bending the titanium on the front camber link, so I went back to stock. So that's that. Get my little flat screwdriver, snap on my sway bar. Hopefully I don't break the ball. I've done that before underneath. Kind of sucks, but there. Literally it snaps on. And this one, where is it? Right here. Again, I'm hoping I might actually be able to get some practice tonight. That's kind of what I'm pushing for. I want to test my new speed control and stuff. Alright, so that's that. I'm actually going to put on the slipper eliminator. I got my 72 tooth all ready here. And I just had it apart. I did have an Exotech gear on it. The only thing on my car that's orange is because nobody wanted to buy it here, so of course it ended up being mine. That's kind of how I do stuff here. It's something I like, and we won't sell it. I'll put it on my car. Kind of like what I did with the shock caps. Buying the aluminum shock caps, and then after I tried them and liked them, and other people started thinking like, oh, them are cool, it literally took off, and then all we sold was those shock caps. And now I'm trying to find my nut for the slipper eliminator. I thought it was all here in this pile, but stuff has got moved around with dealing with customers. Completely awesome. Doesn't really matter to me, but now I'm really going to have to find it or find another nut. Is it over here? Try not to mix stuff up, but it might be. Is it under here? I might have to find another nut. Oh, it's going to be that weird size, isn't it? Let's see. Where's my 5.5 nut driver? I don't see it here. Now I'm mumbling. Oh, there it is. Oh. It's not there. Shocks are there. It's not there. Upper mount is there. It's not there. Slide under here. No. I'm going to go on. I should find it here. I couldn't have rolled too far, but like I keep saying, time is a little bit of the essence. Do I go with the new rear hubs? No. I do want to grab some new rear tires and put on, so it's already ready. What one is the broken rear hub? That one's a good one. I always put the broken one on the same side. Not broken. The clamp nut is broken. Alright, so that's on. Pretty clean because I just cleaned them actually. I cleaned them the week before I bent them. But and then broke the MIP out drives I had. And then what happened? I drove a friend's Losi, which was fun. It was actually really fun. It was eye-opening. How can I put it? I went 0.3 of a second faster with his Losi than I ever did with this B6, and it was his practice car. Is there a problem with a Losi? Absolutely not. And I think I just broke the other nut on camera. Yep, the other hub. Cool. I actually ordered new ones. I got them here, but we're good. Well, I'm going to quickly grab some rear tires, put on, and I'm not even going to hit pause. Just running to grab them. Alright, so rear tires. Brand new Schumacher Mini Darts. Yellow compound. Let's go on this car. This is the pink side of my car. So it gets the blue nuts. Oh, somebody will laugh at that. And the other side is the blue side of my car, so it gets the pink nuts. And I just have to watch out when I go to take off my tires now on both sides. Both sides, the little screw that clamps down is broken. It already fell out. Got to save some weight there. Screw fell out. Alright, I think next up is the, whoa, wrong wheel, wrong nut, driver. My next step is to actually finish getting the transmission bolted down. And that flows pretty good. It's a little less. Maybe because I don't have that grease I like. Well, that's also new drive gear, but okay. I counted about 7 turns. It's not bad. Okay. I'm also, okay, that nut goes there. I almost lost another one. Make sure to put that on. So now to finish screwing the the whole rear end together. This I will use the power tool. Oh, I think I just heard a car come up. Alright, now there's a big push to try to see if I can get this car done tonight. Now it's going to be tonight instead of tomorrow, so basically I have to get the transmission fully buttoned up and then start on the front end. That's kind of where I sit right now. Almost kind of scared me. I just realized it's, you know, almost 5 o'clock tonight. We got people already practicing on the new layout, so now it's time for me to get this car done. If you hear people in the background, don't worry. Right now I'm doing the 6 screws to hold the transmission, 2 screws on the waterfall brace, and we will get this done. 4 more. Actually, 4 more in the transmission. Ooh. Might actually have one of them screws slowly wearing out. May have to cut that out next time. Slipped, or maybe my MIP check's starting to go bad. And my battery might be actually starting to go low too a little bit. But we will see. Ooh, come on, no, low. Yeah, I'll turn up the clutch just a little bit. There you go. Always keep the clutch a little bit loose. Don't want to strip out any plastic. Then once I get this done, I'll probably complete my build, like this build on video, and then I'll get all electronics in, and then do a quick close-up after I've done my electronics. And hopefully my car has been on enough of a diet that I'll be happy with the results. It's kind of where I'm going for. My new chassis protector is definitely going to weigh heavier. Kind of sucks, but this one's pretty much had its best days. Alright. Actually, maybe I'll start pulling it off. Bye, Johnny. Oh, there we go. Nice, clean, almost clean chassis. Put it on. Put this over on my garbage pile and continue on. So, transmission is put in. Like you see, it's pretty smooth. Gets, like I said, always want to do that and get 5 to 7 turns. If I can get 10, it'd be great. It's pretty smooth. There we go. So now to work on the front end. It really comes down to how much I really want to tear apart. I know my Exotech ball stud mount somehow is coming loose. I gotta work on that. Top plate. I know my shock tower has little stress cracks right here So kind of deciding if I want to do that. I have my one screw I need to replace up here, but the rest of the laminate hasn't come off, hasn't showed any more cracks. I'm going to keep running the shock tower. Hands down, it's still working. Just had to find an extra screw this length and clean it up, clean up the shock mount on the top so it doesn't have all these little bits of carpet filaments, and go from there. Get this thing done. Alright. Actually, I could probably do quicker with a wrench, but let's get this front end together. I think I don't have an extra bulkhead mount. Wish I did. It is aluminum, but it's slowly wearing out even worse and worse. It just slowly getting worse and worse. Yeah. That's the majority of the play on my front end. And I think my C-hubs, but I've broken both recently, so I'm just going to tighten up the screws, I think. We should be good with that. Alright. So now the story of finding a bolt this size. We clean the rest of this up, get it on the car. Oh, it's a longer bolt than I thought.
Speeding up out there. Yeah, we figured it was going to be a 16 lap, or 16-second track.
You just did running on it to make the traction go up.
It's going to go up and get faster. That'd be cool to see if Mike does it then, if he pulls it off.
Too long. Alright, I found two equal ones, so I'm definitely going to replace them. And they have the 2.5mm head. Much more better. Alright, so get this all back together, tighten down, clean it up, and we'll be off and running. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Alright, I did probably drop it in this thing. Let's see if I can find it. Yay, found it. Close that drawer so it doesn't end up back in there. Alright. Like I said, here we go. And sorry, you will hear people walking in. We're open, so. But we're going to try to get through this at a moderate pace. Get this thing done.
Nice thing is, you can do it.
So much happier. I was going to do this last week and I got lazy. I was actually thinking, like I said, probably said in the past, I was waiting for the B6.1. I thought it would be out by now and I was going to do a complete build on it, which I still will. From new, and you can see how I literally go through the car, tap the holes, stuff like that. It's little things that make the car a lot better. Makes it a lot better in build. It takes twice as long though. Oh, I just heard another car pull up, but Adam, the other guy that's here, is outside, so he should be able to help him. And I can just keep on trying. Really? Do I got another screw that shipped out? I do. Oh. Alright.
Different in here.
A little bit. Be back. Okay, sorry about that. Had customer come in, so still working at getting this off. This is, don't normally condone using pliers, but I think I bent my 3mm screws that hold on my shocks. Or the nut, the aluminum nut is wearing out. I'm using the shell standoff thing. I like it just because you can replace the dowel ring. Hands down, that's the biggest reason for me using them. And it's not like the putting on the aluminum caps and on the aluminum bodies with the aluminum standoff, the wears and rubs and egg shapes. We won't go there. So this I'll put back here. If you also notice on the counter, I did clean up a bit. I'm definitely try not to be that messy, but I am fumbling today. A little iffy this morning too. I just was almost like a little shaky doing this. But get this done, then get my ball stud mount done. Actually, got to put my steering rack on it. I would say in a good hour I should be done. And it says according to this that my camera battery will only last 13 more minutes. So I better get what I need done in about 10, then change the camera battery, and then come back on. Get this kinda so I can clean it up. Don't want to use the paintbrush on here to clean up the little bits on the Delrin and then spin off the nut. So literally, like I said, most times just clean it up. We don't deal too much, well, absolutely no mud. It's just all dust and dirt. If you want to make your car look nice, I mean, I've used this stuff for dirt bikes to make everything, the plastic shine like it's new and stuff like that. Really good when you're trying to sell a car, I can admit. But I don't really plan on selling this, and this will probably be converted to a stadium truck once I get the B6.1. So that's kind of my ultimate plan right now. Alright. I kind of feel a little confused in my head there. I'm like looking at it going, where does this go? Alright, that goes on there. Alright, get out the steering rack. There's still a little bit of dust on it, even though I've already cleaned it, so let's get that off. Alright, so here we go. Walking down the street with the good people. Oh, the monkeys. People say the monkeys. And sadly, my head is actually telling me I don't know how to finish this. That's kind of weird. I'm looking at going, I'm kind of confused. But I know these bearings go in here. I'll start with that. If I have to, I'll grab the manual. Sadly, it'll be online. My manual's around here somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. Just kind of cleaning up where my bearings are. That goes on that piece. I can do the bearings for the, no, not the front hubs yet.
He kind of planned that. I watched a couple interviews with him, and they planned it that way. Really not do anything for a couple weeks and then get it done. But he's running behind it.
Alright, actually, I'm probably going to look at the manual. Sadly, my head's telling me I'm doing it wrong, which sucks. So I'll be right back with the manual. I'll clean up these old screws so I don't actually try to reuse them again, and I'll be right back. Alright, back from looking at the manual, and my original thought was right. Alright, so right now I'm going to put the steering rack together on the front ball stud mount. I'm going to have to Loctite them because I went to the aluminum Exotech and they slowly seem to loosen up. Kind of sucks in a little respect, but it's also because I tapped it out, because I actually almost broke off. I did break off a screw in my original one. Exotech nicely replaced it, so yay on them. So since I tapped it out with a 3mm tap, I have a slight issue where these loosen up. Now it's time to fix it from loosening up.
Just on pictures. Comment.
Some of them, I wish I could get one of those.
$350 upstairs.
Oh, that's cheap. Yeah, the money.
Getting up the extra Loctite here.
For the race.
I don't want to go in the bearing.
Did you get your shocks figured out on your buggy?
No, I was looking for caps to take off the reservoirs and the caps on them, but I didn't have anything to fit them. So I'm just gonna have to run them for now. Try and get something else. Nice workstation now, huh?
Somewhat.
Someone. Looks good.
Looks like the pictures. Alright, biggest thing is not to torque these down too much.
Can't remember what I got last time. Yellow soft.
Just gonna put a little Loctite on the bottom too. Gonna back up the screw a bit and put it in.
These in one of those camber tool things. I think you got one right there. Is this the only one you got now?
The only one I've ever had.
The only one you ever had?
Well, the only kind I've ever had, sorry.
Oh. I brought a big slab of marble in if I ever get one of those so I can actually adjust my car. Rebuilding it for the race? Or is that somebody else's?
Rebuilding for the race and recording the rebuild so people can watch what they need to do.
Oh,
So I've been talking and stuff, so now you've been recorded.
oh no.
Oh no. Alright. And there she is.
Put big signs up. Recording.
Alright, again, sorry about that. So it looks like I got the ball stand mount in, so on the steering rack, so we basically start trudging forward. Technically this goes down on here. I can actually put this together. See, what was happening is the screws were backing off enough, making my steering rack all loose, but they were binding on that, so it was kind of nice. That was the only place I found a problem with the aluminum ball stud mount loosening. So get this together. Whee! Alright, so that part is done. Alright, next, front arms. Don't need any more Loctite on this whole build. Yeah, don't need any more Loctite. Okay. I'm just going to check and see how the play is. See if I'm just going to clean it up or if I'm going to replace any parts. That seems pretty good. C-hubs. You got a little bit of play in that one. A little bit of play. So I think I'm probably just going to clean this up. It'll be actually quite easy. Just checking all my nuts and my bolts here. Tight. Oh, that one actually needed a little bit. I think all my play was happening from that steering rack being a little bit loose, which is just kind of cool. Sure here. Yeah, a little bit loose. Just always when things go into plastic, double check. You'll find play in the weirdest spots. Okay, that's done, that's done. Okay. Alright, now it's just going to brush off the dust. See if anything's binding. Any tie rods? No, no. Good, there's no binding in the arms. They're loosey-goosey. So really clean this up. Put in the front axles and bearings. Bolt it up to the car and then start electronics. And really, at the end of this, once I get this done and the shocks, well, I still got shocks. Once I get the shocks done, that'll be the end of this video, and then I will do a finished little bit when I actually get all electronics in. So I do have to kind of clean up this area for Adam, because he works tonight, and he deserves a clean area to work on people's cars as they come in. I've kind of worked over top my cars, but I don't mind when it's my own car. But if my car sits here and gets all dirty because of somebody else, yeah, I might be a little bit two-faced. I don't like it. So, really, all that's on this car is dust. And it isn't really dust, it's carpet filaments. That pretty much looks like it. So really, on the front end, only thing that's been modded from stock is I used the shell caster hats, just because it allows me more adjustment. The steering turnbuckles here are titanium. These ones are stock. Aluminum front bulkhead. And that's it. Stock bearings, stock axles. Alright, time to put the axles in. Alright.
It all started with the first Mustang he built in the track, in the bushes in front of right.
Just cleaning off dust. That's all that's really ever on this car. Dust and carpet bunnies. I tried saving all the carpet bunnies on it because I wanted to do this big, like, hey, look, your car can still run even though it's, you know, full of carpet bunnies or carpet filaments. But a friend of mine took a picture and it's on Facebook saying, like, oh, look at our track, look how dirty it gets your cars. And I didn't quite like that because I was saving it for a few weeks. It was interesting, but still, you know, it happens. Oh, that bearing doesn't want to push in. Oh, do my standard. Like that. Ooh. Seems smooth. But the bearing just keeps sticking on the end of the axle. I think the end of my axle is getting bad. That bearing might not be smooth. Interesting. It might. I think that bearing, well, the original bearings might actually be. That one's okay. That one's really good. That one's really good. Let's try this again. Maybe my axles are bent. I kind of had a feeling a few months ago, but yeah. Maybe my axle might be bent. I'm just basically trying to push it in and it just doesn't want to go in. It's like, and oh, there it goes. That's the bad bearing, I think. Really had to see it later. Might have been because they snapped her in. I don't know, it feels the same. Okay. I got one more piece to put Loctite on the bolts that hold the B6 axle in. And where did I just put it? Right there? Yeah, the shock rebuild is going to be simple. I'm not actually tearing them apart. I did have, like I said, machine pit bushings put in, and you know, I'll save them for the new car. I haven't put them in yet, so it's not like I need them. And here's a little simple tip of the trade. Here's when you're trying to tighten up or even loosen these bolts. Just use a front tire and put it on your hub. It becomes like a nut. can just go in and just put a final tightening on it. Then I can also test and see if it turns freely. If I hold it right, I can do it. I built them backwards. Oh, front to rear, I built it backwards. Let's try this again. That's probably why it feels like it's binding. Alright, do this. The Loctite hasn't set. This goes like this. This gets turned around. This goes in this way. I think I'm just anxious. It kind of sucks. Not giving people the full view of what's happening. I'm just, I don't know, kind of gotta get done. Gotta get it done. Let's see. See if this will start tightening up enough to sink my bearing in. Because that side of that axle is just really tight. Oh, look at that. Just pushes the bearing right in. Now I can tighten it. Now I can test how free it is. Wow, that rim is really wobbly. Free. A little noisy though, but I did kind of screw it up a little bit initially. Okay, other side. Front axle. Take out the screw, put the bearing on. Oh, clean it off. Bearing on. There. Goes in here. Okay, the bad one I thought was bad is the inside bearing. Let's just see how noisy it is. Let's just use the screw to tighten it down. My big thing about filming this is also to show people how long it takes to rebuild their car. Like I said, not to be afraid of their car. That's the main reason. I mean, I don't mind rebuilding cars for people, especially if they can give me enough time, but sometimes it comes to race day and everybody's like, oh, can you show me how to rebuild my shocks? I'm going, no, can you bring it by on Monday and I'll show you? And it seems just about as smooth. Cool. So that was good. So there's my front end. Coming together, actually. So that'll be the front. That goes in between the chassis. So here we go. Chassis underneath. Goes in the back holes. Where's the screws? There's one, there's two. Howdy ho, Mike.
Hola.
Hola.
Fun build.
I keep feeling like I'm screwing up. Have you ever done that before in your life?
Yeah.
Every step you do is like, oh, am I screwing it up?
Is this right or?
Yeah, I've done that quite a few times. We'll just leave it at that. I've been like, oh shoot, especially because I'm recording.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why it's like manual. I don't need a stinking manual. And then I got to a point going, I better double check the manual.
Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't seem right.
Yep. Oh. Go into that aluminum. It's the part I had before the problem. Oh, it helps if I'm actually putting it in through the aluminum. Wow. I see aluminum filings happening. I'm like, uh-oh, that's not good. Which kind of sucks on my building skills.
What? You done yet?
No, I'm not done yet. Are you? Yeah, something's wrong. Oh, yeah. There it goes. I'm starting to hate the Exotech things just because I've had so much trouble. But I like them because I'm not going to destroy another ball stud mount like I have in the past.
I had to drive all the way into town this morning for two fucking $1.80 washers.
Cool.
What you get when you pick up a project somebody else started. Shit goes missing.
Cool. Good thing in the last 30 seconds on video I got you swearing twice.
I guess you have to edit that part out, huh?
I'm not editing nothing out. That's the whole point of doing a build real time. You said it.
You get demonetized on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
Demonetized.
I'm just forewarning you. Now he's all going to be quiet because he's like, oh shit. Then I just swore now.
It's not a child friendly film anymore.
No, it is. No comment. I've been so good for over almost 3 hours of not complaining about my car. And now the stuff hits the fan. It's like, I thought I'd have this car done yesterday. Yeah, Adam, you're being exceptionally quiet now. It's kind of funny.
I could go to sleep right now.
I was yawning when I took the wife's supper, so I was like, oh. But I'm almost at the point where I can put in my new speed control. Well, I got shocks left to do.
You have to wait when you're all done.
Huh?
You have to wait.
Oh, I'm so hoping I put it on a diet. If I didn't, this really wouldn't have been worth it. I should have just put in the car was kind of working at the end of last setup. But I haven't gone through it. Even Mikey came in. He was like, well, what setup you got on? I go, you remember your one that you and Jacob did like a year ago? You're still running that? That's like 2 or 3 generations old. Like, yeah?
Orange ball stud spacers?
Pink?
Are they pink?
These are
Oh,
pink.
They
The
look
only thing
to me.
orange is my slipper eliminator because nobody wanted to buy the orange one.
They made an orange slipper eliminator?
Yes. Jesus.